Hello and welcome to Computer Class. My name is Dave, and today we're talking about columns and outlines and tables. So get Microsoft Word, open up and click on the Home tab, and we'll start from there. So when it comes to outline lists, there are three different ones in the paragraph section here. We have bulleted lists, numbered lists, and then hybrid lists. And so basically, anytime you type something and you add a number in front of it, it will automatically create a list. So I'm going to do point number 4 here. And then if I go to type point number 5, if I want to, I can use the keyboard to access the list. So I could just press tab and it moves in. Again, before I type the point, if I press tab, it will move in. If I press enter, it will move backwards in the list. So again, I can press tab, move in point A, point B, and then if I go to do point number C, I could again press tab and move in again. Or I could press enter and move backwards and do point 5 if I wanted to. Okay? Something else to be noted when it comes to lists is if you highlight, you can change list types. So here we have a bulleted list type, and we have a Roman numeral type if you wanted to go into the numbers, or you could do some sort of a hybrid list. They've got lots of those types there. All of those, wow, that's a really messed up one. Um, yeah, there's all different types of hybrid lists you could choose. Okay, and it also should be noted that if you want to, you can even move in your your list level here. If you just click the indentation, if you want to do it manually, you could move those two in, and they could become, and then you'd have 1, 2, and 3 if you want to. Again, it all is part of the list section here, and again, just my favorite to use is the keyboard when I use tab or enter to move in and out, but you can also do it manually if you've already typed it. That's the important thing to know. All right, moving on, let's talk about columns. And so I have a piece of text here. When it comes to columns, if I highlight something and go to the layout tab, we've got columns here. I could do 2 columns. I could do 3 columns. And I'm going to do Control Z and go back. Or I can do something called a column break. Let's say I had 2 paragraphs. I'm just going to cut this paragraph in half so I have 2 small paragraphs. What I could do is I could add a break here, a column break. Okay, and then I can highlight both of these paragraphs and I can choose columns. And when I do that, instead of the text actually wrapping through, before I had one big paragraph and it was just filtering into 2 columns, now actually it's 2 different paragraphs and they are sitting in, this is paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 over here, they're sitting in their own columns. So you could have 2 different paragraphs kind of modulating side by side if you chose that method. Now right below this, let's just say I put in, actually let's do it right here. Let's just see I put in and inserted a table. Okay, that's the third thing here. And you can kind of, there's a pre-built thing you can do, and you can highlight how many you want. You can also press insert a table either way, or you can insert a table from an Excel spreadsheet. There's also a quick table option, which has all these selections of tables, okay, which is really nice. But I'm just going to insert a table the quick way. Okay, let's just say I had some data. I had rooms, you know, per night and number of beds, just if this was a hotel or something. Okay. Now there's features here. If I right click, I can delete cells, split cells. If I highlight, I can right click and I can merge cells. Okay. And if I want to, in the layout section here, I can insert a row below as many as I want to. So I could then write, you know, something like a queen. It's 2 beds and it's $45 per night. And I don't know why it's doing all weird things. There we go, $45 per night. I could, again, just list my items in here. Once you get your information in there, you could highlight the entire thing, and they've got this table design, and you can pull down and sort of really make it look nice. Um, and again, I'm not sure why it's highlighting. Sometimes it might have been that I highlighted the text here and moved it over somehow to here, and that's why it's highlighting it, which is totally possible. Here I can clear the formatting. Boom. Okay, that's the A right there. That clears the formatting if you have that problem. Okay. So again, within the table design, I can pick lots of different tables. I can choose borders. I can use shading if I want to. And again, in the layout is where I drop down. And again, I have to be clicked in the table. I can move my data around inside the cells right here. I can change the text direction. I can sort the table. Lots of features to be had for using tables. And tables are a very effective way to create graphics so people can understand data or organize data so they can see it really nicely. And you can even change the size of the table. So hopefully you learned something today about tables and also columns and also lists. And hopefully you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel for more amazing content. And as always, I will see you in the next video.